Okay, so boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part three and probably the last part of today's session. So, without wasting any time, let's start in our signature style. Let's do it, boys. So, till now, we saw that the graceful entry and exit, and now let's look at some of the text aspects of the body language which will help you to communicate clearly. So these text specs are that the different types of mic which are available to a speaker will define that how you're going to hold it or use that mic. So first, if you have a handheld mic, hold the microphone 4 to 6 inches from your mouth at slight angle, acute angle, and if you're using a collar or a lapel mic, now position the lapel mic about 6 to 8 inches below your chin for clear sound. And when you are moving or when the delivery requires movement, uses of stage, please don't forget to check whichever kind of mic you're using, whether it is a handheld or a lapel mic. uh, Please use that mic while movement and check. I mean, and obviously it has to be done before the delivery date, so that you can feel the impact, whether the voice cracks or it breaks down, or there's a technical issue. There's a sneaky sound or creaking sound when you're moving because of certain items closer to the mic or the system. So you have to rehearse and practice your moment along with the kind of mic you're going to use, right? Now, adapting to different stages, though we have discussed, but just we will reinforce it once again, that if the venue is large, firstly, you will have to use a lot of additional devices, maybe screens, you know, speakers, amplifiers, so that your voice reaches every segment present in that large venue. Also, you are visible to the larger audience who are there on the corners or on the back, and you are not exclusively visible only to the people in the front, and the audience on the periphery or behind towards the back of the venue will lose interest in your content, right? So, and also as a speaker, you have to use bigger, broader gestures so that everybody present in the room can witness your gestures. If it is a smaller setting, it'll obviously it'll be more intimate. So be subtle, don't be very expletive in your body language. Be as subtle, as polite, as polished, no, so that the small or closer venue remains more personal, intimate, but be mindful of not encroaching into the personal space of your audience. When the setting is outdoors, besides all that what I have said, you'll have to be mindful of the temperature, the timing of the day. It is day, morning, afternoon, evenings, right? How's the weather condition, how's the temperature that day, cloud out, overcast, and all that factors you have, because that will dictate the attention of your audience. And any change in the weather will impact the delivery of your content, right? So be mindful of all that and adapt to the kind of stage which is given to you. The power of proximity, we have discussed this during the topics. When the venue given to is closer, smaller, and it's more intimate, move closer to the audience, be close to them, create a personal touch, right? But maintain respectful distance depending on the demographic of your audience, their cultural sensitivity, what is acceptable in that particular cultural setting. You will have to be mindful of that. So do your thorough research before making any move during such close interactions. And you can always maintain a fine balance between intimacy versus using the stage and conveying the message. Distribute your attention amongst the entire set of audience. Even if it is small, don't concentrate to a few set of people, right? So these are some of the things which you have to be mindful of. Handling visual aids effectively, these are your tools, these are your power sources, these will help you to make your delivery or communication more stronger, much clearer. So use them quite often and use them properly. Be familiar so that you don't fumble, you don't face technical challenges when you're using these visual aids. So prepare them well and practice the transition, because that also, and it should transit smoothly. You should not get stuck, or you should not struggle. You should not be seeking help from others to do the simple transitions of your visual aid. And use gestures to draw attention by key elements in your visual aid, whatever it is, through graph, pictures, any quote, anything which you want to highlight, draw the attention of your audience. Maintain balance between eye contact with your audience, and don't just keep looking at the blank slides and I know your back is toward the audience, or you're ignoring the audience and you're immersed only in the slides. That's not a good thing to do, not a nice thing to do as a speaker. These are visual aids, these are not the final, the final outcome, or the greatest asset you have is the audience. So engage more with them, and as the name suggests, these are just aids but not the ultimate things, so they have to be used accordingly. Cultural consideration, very very important. So I'll give you some examples that similar gesture with different cultural sensitivity may mean different or may be seen differently, right? Thumbs up in Western culture is a form of acceptance that everything is good, you're ready to do, the other person understands you. But in some other potential cultural settings, this may be seen as an offensive gesture or remark, right? Eye contact, again, in some cultures, it is a positive thing to have. People expect you to do an eye contact. It's a confirmation or reflection of your confidence, mutual respect. Whereas in some cultures, no, it is seen as a means of disrespect, overconfidence, aggression. So these gestures have to be used in line with the cultural consideration of your audience. Head nod, again, it could be an agreement in certain parts of the world, in certain countries or certain regions. This could reflect disagreement. So be mindful of that, so that it doesn't becomes your gesture, doesn't becomes counterproductive. Overcoming physical limitations, so modify traditional body language technique to suit your physical abilities. Every gesture is not for every speaker, right? We all are not masters of all the gestures or all the body language techniques. So whatever suits you, wherever you are good at, whatever is your strength, use only those set of gestures and focus on your strength. Some other speaker may have something else to bank on, but you bank on your strength. It could be your voice modulation, it could be your facial expression, it could be your hand gesture, it could be your feet movement, it could be your body language. So anything which gives you strength, confidence, you use that and emphasize that rather than working on your weaknesses too much. Use technology, that's a great tool. It helps you even with different physical abilities. Technology in a way levels the field. So use technology as much as possible to assert your communication, to assert your message, um, to ensure that your message reaches far and wide. It's more impactful. So technology is a great equalizer and is a great tool for any speaker to use that to his or her advantage. Now, virtual presentations is a reality of the modern day workplace. So whether it is office or you know even anything, even if it is a non-official, if you're teaching, you are a professional or anything, you may be in any stream, any profession, but virtual presentations are a reality and is going to stay for very very long time, as whatever I can foresee. So it's better to adapt yourself. In fact, most of us are adapt, or rather have adapted to virtual presentation. There are certain hygiene factors which you have to be mindful of, because you may not realize certain things, and which may not be perceived professional or correctly by a set of audience. And also due to some technical glitch, even your message may not reach your audience. So if it is in video presentations or video connect, frame yourself appropriate, no, nicely, appropriately. Your desired portion of your body should only be in frame, right, which is accepted professionally. Your camera has to be rightly placed, rightly connected in terms of, and it should be right in terms of quality as well. Use gestures which are visible, and gestures we have discussed that we have to be culturally sensitive, aware of the gestures we make or use. Eye contact, again, it is important both in person as well as online or virtual presentation. And the background which you keep in a virtual presentation is also important. If it's a professional setting, we have to use the backgrounds which gel with the professionalism or the cultural sensitivity. And if it is non-formal, you can use that lighting, connectivity, broadband connectivity, the network connectivity strength, right? Camera setting, everything. I mean, there are a lot of besides these there are a lot of things which you have to be mindful of, especially in your virtual presentations. This we have discussed. So now mirroring and rapport building. So observe, notice the body language of your audience and align quickly. Or your audience will certainly give you certain telltale signs through their body language, right? Either they would be nodding or slouching, people busy in their phone, moving in and out, people taking a lot of coffee, tea breaks, bio breaks. It's a symbol that you will have to pick up. These gestures will help you to understand where you are in terms of your engagement. Quickly read those body languages, align your speech and delivery, and connect with your audience. If you find there's any gap, and if you're rocking, just keep up the pedal on the gas. So these, you'll have to be agile in picking the signals or body language signals which your audience gives. It's not only your body language, you'll have to read it, read the body language of your audience as well, so that you understand that how engaged or disengaged they are. And now the impact of smile. In fact, we started this presentation with a powerful pic. Probably it's the same pic. So towards the end also, I'm going to use this visual aid because this in fact is a very powerful picture, and the most powerful tool each of these beautiful ladies and the lucky gentlemen have is smile on their faces. So it's a mood booster, and smiling releases endorphins. It improves your mood. It's make you confident, make you feel good about yourself, your situation, the purpose. Similar is for the audience. If the audience is if the audience is smiling, you can be very confident that you have established a connect, they're liking your message, and they are wishing for your success. And it's a great tool of gauging the audience connect. And we discussed it boosts mood, happiness, confidence, energy. So smile is a powerful tool which we all must use often, and especially during an speaking engagement. Power pose. I will say that I don't have to throw power. Our idea or aim as a speaker should be to exhibit confidence, right? That's more important. And confidence will come with your preparation, your thorough analysis of your audience, understanding the body language of your audience and yourself, and accordingly you pose. We have discussed often that have an open stance to reflect every time that you are here for a positive purpose. You have done your research, you have rehearsed, you are here for a noble cause. And your open stances of standing, posing, hands, smile, eyebrows, arms, feet movement, everything will reflect a positive connect with your audience, right? Be mindful of placing your hands. Don't put them within your pocket. Don't put on your back. These are some of the avoidable things for a good speaker. And now we discussed that how breathing can help you calm yourself. It could ideally done before the presentation, but even during the presentation, if you're a little nervous or the anxiety is taking over, you can, while you're giving the pause to your audience for syncing your thought process, you can use these techniques of breathing through diaphragm, the 478 technique. We discussed this in day one. And micro breathe, take small quick breaths and calm yourself. Use the pauses to do all this. If you're in the middle of the delivery and before the delivery, you can do it very, very consciously and calm your nerves and convert your negative energies into positive energy, right? And finally, I think this is the last slide. So we have come to the end where we are going to primarily sum up. So the most important thing as a speaker which you have to be mindful of is that authenticity. And authenticity will come, as I said, from a positive purpose, from a positive mindset, a clear, concise, and your desire to give something to the audience who has invested their time, energy, and money in coming to that particular location to listen to you or joining virtually. And this will come with lots of practice, practice of the content, research of your audience, practice the delivery, choreographing every move you're going to do on that particular day. So practice is, of course, decide the success or successful outcome of your engagement. And we all know the importance of that. And feedback will help you to become better. Like all of us, we need feedback from our well-wishers, from the audience, from your seniors, from senior leaders, from professionals, your family members, your colleagues, the team which has arranged this. And it's a journey where you have to consciously make effort to get the feedback, and don't take it as criticism. Filter out the positive, constructive feedback and assimilate that and rehearse and improve, right? And evolve as a better speaker, better than whatever you are. You may not be the best. We don't have to be the best in the world, though you can always try to be the best in the world. But the most important aspect is that you try to be better than whatever you were, right? So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, with this, we have come to the end of day 5. That is the power of your body language, its impact on your public speaking abilities. I hope I know you have benefited at least something from today's content. Keep rehearsing. Once again, I'll emphasize that boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, whichever stage, whichever professional you are, whether you are a beginner, whether you are a student preparing for your competitive exam, or you have just cleared an exam and going to join your first service, it could be government job service, it could be corporate, or you're already into that, you're a junior or a young professional, middle level professional. The importance of public speaking is immense. And by public speaking, primarily, it could be any language, but I am biased towards English because English ke bina nahi hoga, my friends. Yoga se hoga, similarly, English se bhi hoga. You have to focus on improving your communication skill, primarily as Indians. We need to focus on enhancing, refining our English speaking skills, especially for our blue collar friends and young professionals and students. This is a language which will change generations. It can change your fortune. I'll not say anything more on this. I'm pretty much sure that you understand the importance of the language. That's why you are here. So thank you so much for sparing your time with us. And we are there to support you with this. Thank you so much. God bless you. You guys rock. Keep pushing, boys.